Steam locomotives were some of the most powerful machines ever built. They pulled trains that fueled our imagination. They represented vision, collaboration, ingenuity, customer service, and extraordinary human achievement. But in order to get to their destination, it took someone guiding them through a series of switches in order to get to the main line. Just like leaders today, it takes someone directing them down the right path in order to get to their destination. Welcome to Mainline Executive Coaching ACT, which stands for And Cultural Transformation, hosted by Master Certified Intelligent Leadership Executive Coaches Michael Bailey and Rich Barron. With over 50 years of successful cultural transformation and quantum leadership development between them. Brought to you by Intelligent Leadership Executive Coaching, the world's foremost authority on cultural transformation and intelligent leadership development. Once again, thanks for joining us and enjoy today's show.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. You are here. You're here at the right place. Mainline Executive Coaching, ACT, ACT. Do leaders act? How well do you act? And also cultural transformation. We're going to give you some words here today that we hope are going to be helping you to get more connected to who you are as a leader, greater integrity, greater connection with your team as well. And they're simple things. They're very simple things that we're going to tell you, just 4 words that will help you demonstrate how you value your people that you work with, that work for you, and also how you respect them. So they're real simple. So it's not going to be a hard thing. It's not going to be difficult. You can actually write these down on your calendar, or put them on your wall, or tape them someplace just to write it on your hand, just in case you're one of those people. Got it. What am I? Okay, I can see that. Just in case, right? Just in case.
Yep. Tie that string around your finger.
That's right. That's right. So again, it's about how do you become more authentic. And here are the words. Rich, you introduced these words, so let's explain them. What are those 4 words we're talking about here?
4 simple words. I'm sorry and thank you. Simple. Startling facts time, Michael.
Yeah, startling facts. Why would that be hard to believe that those 2 words used in different ways, I'm sorry, and then the 2 words of thank you. Yep. Why would that be hard to believe that could actually change your culture, change the dynamics of your team?
Yeah. Well, if you want to believe what 1.4 million people on a survey said, recently done by Glassdoor, and this is one we've talked about in the past, that the number one reason that employees view a failure in leadership is lack of respect. Lack of respect, lack of appreciation.
Yeah.
What goes further in showing someone how much you appreciate them than a simple thank you, or to really validate who they are as an individual, and maybe you coming off as being more humble as I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's that support issue, the support of, gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What you're going through, it's a tough thing, or I'm sorry it's having those difficulties, or it's not. A lot of people think I'm sorry, and one of the meanings of I'm sorry is that there's some sort of guilt. It's my fault. That's one of the meanings of it. The meaning we're focusing on here is this one, is that I feel bad that you're going through whatever it is you're going through, your turmoil, your loss, or whatever it is. I'm empathizing here with you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm empathizing with you by saying I'm sorry. So people need that these days. There's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of turmoil, a lot of upset, a lot of unknowns, a lot of crazy stuff going on. People are coming in, almost like they're coming in wounded, and having been just knocked down and dragged down, in life, and they need that sense of.
You need that sense.
Yeah, I'm sorry this happened, man.
It's interesting you say that, because I don't think that we use thank you or I'm sorry enough. Especially let's talk about thank you for a minute. And it seems to be that we thank people for the outcome. Thank you. That was a great job. Thank you for that. You did a really good job on that. Thank you. What about if a team or individuals fail at what they're doing? The outcome isn't exactly what they want, but they put a lot of effort into doing that for you. Is that worthy of a thank you? Is that a worthy of I appreciate everything you did? Quick answer is absolutely. Absolutely. It does not matter whether the outcome is positive or it doesn't work, because we're not always going to succeed. Matter of fact, when you learn to fail and you're gracious enough to learning to fail and you accept those failures, not only for yourself, but for the team you work with or the team you lead, you accept that and you thank them for their efforts. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Let's take another approach. Let's see what else we can do. Because in the end, it really isn't about the outcome, right? It's about the processes. What are we learning? What are we developing? What are we learning?
Yeah, what are we learning? What are we
Yes.
doing? It's about that team. It's about those individuals, bringing them in to make this stuff happen, to improve it, innovate, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think also the idea of thank you, it can be, as we talked about, thanks is different than thank you. It's a little bit more formal. It's a little bit more, something I'm appreciating. I'm demonstrating that I value the conversation or your feedback or, your input. It doesn't have to be a big thing that you're saying thank you for. It's almost you can't do thank you enough. It's ongoing appreciation and this sense of value. Now, the trick about both these two terms, I thank you and I'm sorry, you got to be real about it.
Yeah, authenticity. Yeah. If it comes across as sorry about your luck, dude, that's not gonna cut it, right? Sorry about your luck.
No win.
Thanks, but yeah.
Our primitive brains are attuned to be watching all the time to check out if somebody's real, if they're authentic, if they're safe, if they're good to talk to, if you want to stay away from them. It's just something that's kind of built into who we are. Yeah. So we can smell a BSer really fast. Some people, it takes a little bit longer. Some people will smell it. They may not say anything about it. But still, if you talk to, what about so-and-so? I don't know about that person. You'd be surprised that those quiet ones, how much they're really picking up, because they're probably picking up a lot. Sometimes they're picking up more than the ones that vocalize it, right?
Yes.
And so we pick that stuff up. So if you're going to say, I'm sorry, you got to mean it. You got to be authentic about it. If you're going to say thank you, again, it's that authenticity. It's being genuine about it. Because if you're not, it will backfire on you is what really happens. They'll just think you're a phony baloney. You're right back to being the imposter syndrome crap again. The very thing you're attempting to get rid of, now you've made it all the more set in their minds. Yep, that person really is that person. Just imposter.
Absolutely. Here's the other thing, Michael, is that goes a long way in creating that humility for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about that, with coaching, with being vulnerable, being humble, using those terms, in order to improve yourself. And how often do we meet people that can't say that? Yeah, I know people that no matter what, it is not part of their vocabulary. They cannot bring themselves to say, I'm sorry or thank you. Neither one. They cannot bring themselves. It's like to say those. It's like they have to lower themselves to a different point, a different place in order to just say those things. And it's that, like you just said, that reflects on them.
Yeah, because I've got to come down off my throne, off my pedestal, to come down here with you mere mortals who are pretty dirty anyway. Just thinking about you, I feel dirty. Yeah. And say the things that you're supposed to be saying to me all the time, and now I'm saying them to you. I don't think so.
Yeah, absolutely. Or there's no way this person could work for our company. They can't work for our company because nobody would say that about us. Yeah. Nobody out there would ever say that about me.
Who's getting in and saying these things on these different websites?
Yeah.
They don't exist.
Planted. Yep.
So there it is, folks. Just simple things. Practice saying thank you, and say it a lot to people. Thank you for the call. Thank you for the assistance. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for your help today. Thank you for the little conversation we had in the hallway today. Whatever it is, when you give that validation back to them, you're showing your respect. That buys you a lot. And I don't mean like to manipulate. I'm just saying it's that exchange of the emotional bank accounts is what's going on here. And the same thing with I'm sorry. That sometimes why people I think don't want to say I'm sorry to people where they're going through tough times.
Why is that? Why is that?
I think it's because they don't want to be reminded of their own tough times.
There's something to that. Absolutely. There's something to that.
Yeah. I mean, we're always playing the game of how you doing? Oh, I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's fine. But underneath it, and guys do this a lot. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing just fine here. Is that a broken arm? Yeah, it is a broken arm. Have you been to the doctors yet? No, I'm going to wait a couple of more days just to make sure it is broken. But in the meantime, but I notice you can't use the arm. No, kind of a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just to make sure because I wanted to make it here today.
Well, the bone's sticking out of your skin, buddy.
And we know we can find you because the wound is dripping.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I think there's a lot of that. I mean, there's a lot of struggles in the world nowadays.
Yeah.
And when we talk about servant leadership, serving others, gratitude, all those sort of things. I think we need to put aside a lot of times our own struggles.
Yeah.
And our own griefs and realize that we're kind of all in a unique boat together, unique situation together right now. Name one country out there that has real leadership. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's some people are going to go, hey, our country's great. I'll tell you what, where we're coming from, I wouldn't even go out on that limb at this point. But I simply wouldn't, and you never hear that. You never hear that amongst senior leaders, in certain countries, ours included. I'm sorry, thank you. How far could that go to diffuse a lot of the garbage that's going on out there that's impacting so many people?
Just simple respect.
Simple respect.
Support, encouragement. That's
Yeah.
what it is. That's what people are looking for. And you don't have to go around the world. You can be doing it right there in your office with whoever it is you're working
Oh,
with.
absolutely. Yeah.
Your team, where your team's working, wherever that may be. You can start practicing it right there. Just simple human interactions of respect and support.
Speaking of support and thank you, I want to thank our listeners, Michael, everybody, because we reached a new milestone.
We did.
With our podcast on a global basis, matter of fact. The amount of listeners, the amount of downloads, the amount of, positivity we're feeling from people and support. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's listening. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us. And I hope you're getting something from it. We would love to hear from you, quite frankly.
Yeah, it is. We've been doing this for a little while here, and it's been a while building to this point. But doggone it, we've got some great people all over the world that are listening, that are downloading what we do. And I agree with you. Thank you so very much, folks. We appreciate that you take the time to listen, download, spread the word.
Yep.
Spread the word. And we're here. We're here to support you, encourage you. And whatever things that you're going through, we can feel the pain because we're going through it as well. So
yes, we are. So
we're in it together, as Rich says. We're all on the same freaking boat.
Yeah, same rock floating through space.
That's right. I think we're all bozos on this bus. I'm not sure.
We are. Maybe. Who's driving? That's the question.
I don't want to know.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, where's the next stop?
All right.
Get off.
How to get hold of us?
And you just caught me off guard right there. Executive Leaders Act, ILEC.com. Or I'll tell you what, R. Barron at intelligentleadershipec.com or M. Bailey at intelligentleadershipec.com. Send us a note. Let's talk.
Get on our
Tell
mailing
us what you
list. We
think.
got a great newsletter that goes out.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it even more than this.
Yep.
Just hard to believe.
Absolutely. So
all right, folks.
have a good one. And until next time, take care.
All the best to you.
With all of the issues facing organizations today, leadership development and cultural transformation are needed more than ever. Go to our website, executiveleadersactilec.com. Book some time with us. Let's sit down and talk and get you on the path to success. This podcast was brought to you by Intelligent Leadership Executive Coaching, ILEC, the world's foremost authority on leadership development and cultural transformation. Once again, for Mainline Executive Coaching, ACT, this is Rich Barron and Michael Bailey. Thank you for joining us, and take care.